Welcome inside our CBS Sports Studios. I'm Adam Shine alongside my guy, the great Kyle Long. What did I tell you last week? I guaranteed Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills would go into New England, take care of business, get a monster statement win. So I was checking the old Twitter when New England was up big in the first half. Oof. You were wrong. We were right. Buffalo monster win. This changes the entire complexion of everything. Even if New England holds on and at the end of the day, end of the season, wheels stop spinning, finds a way to win the AFC East, it doesn't matter. Josh Allen marches into New England. James Cook marches into New England. That third quarter, the fourth quarter, the response in the third, even after the Henderson touchdown, the way they responded with another score, that means the Buffalo Bills, no matter the seed, team to beat in the AFC.
You know what, Adam? I'm not going to sit here and fight you on that because Josh Allen proved me wrong with anything that I could have come here and said today. And, you know, when you watch the way that New England jumped up on the Bills early, and then you watch Mike Vrabel given his going into the locker room interview, it was really telling about the kind of game that we were going to be in store for. So some people that don't have an appreciation for the MVP caliber ball that Josh Allen plays, they probably shut the TV off, went and did something else, got some chores done. But you and me, we stuck around because like Mike Vrabel said at the interview at halftime, he said, we know that 17's coming, and we know this Bills team's coming. We just can't let them get back in this football game. He's a good coach, so he's obviously worried about the right things. The thing that concerns me for the New England Patriots, who I have said is one of the most complete football teams in the National Football League, is they let that lead dwindle down. And if you're a Patriots fan, that's extremely concerning. If you're a Bills fan, oh boy. Just like you come in here screaming and rocking and rolling on the Josh Allen train.
Yeah.
You have every right to, because at the end of the day, there's one guy left that really has superpowers. And it's that guy in Buffalo by the name of Josh Allen.
And for Allen to do this on the day that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs get eliminated, I mean, it just feels like there's something in the air here, Kyle. And, you know, last week you saw the Cook fumble against Cincinnati. That's a game. Bills fans know this better than anyone. Buffalo doesn't find the way to win. Down big early to New England. It's, you know, Brady Belichick vibes. Here we go again. Historically, that's not a game that Buffalo comes back and wins. And for Buffalo and for Allen to do this on the day, almost at the exact same time, where they don't even have to think about Patrick Mahomes when they get into the playoffs, man, if you're looking for signs in the universe, you're seeing them why this year can be different. And Kyle, Buffalo made plays on defense in the second half. James Cook ran with authority. Knox and Kincaid. Knox had a couple of touchdowns. Kincaid had a couple of unbelievable catches. The tight ends came to play. Buffalo and Josh Allen, whether it's going into a place like Jacksonville, which will not be easy, going into Denver, obviously going into New England in the postseason. Let's just even assume for the sake of conversation, New England wins the division, which is not guaranteed. Yeah. Buffalo today proved any style of fight, any kind of lead, it's not insurmountable. They can win anywhere, and I'll say it again, Bills are going to the Super Bowl.
I will say this as the counterpoint to that. If I'm a New England Patriots player, number one, I'm sick. I am sick with the way that game finished and how we weren't able, I say we, and people, my bosses in the media, they always say, don't say we, but you're not on that team. But I can feel what they were going through as players. So I say, we had them on the ropes, 21 points. I literally looked at one of my colleagues and said, pass the sticks, as the kids say. 21 points, buddy. Your younger brother's going to play now. Like, you didn't earn it. And then you go and use the bathroom, you come back, and Josh Allen and the Bills are right back in it. But for the New England Patriots, you feel sick for a second, and then you go look at the film, and you see all the great stuff that showed up on the film, and how close the margins were in the second half for that Buffalo Bills team to come back. It's impressive, so there are silver linings for New England Patriots fans, okay? Drake Maye, still incredible. Mike Vrabel, still a great coach. You just have to learn how to win with this current version of the New England Patriots. And that's one of those games they're going to want back, and the third version of that game is going to be awesome. I also say this about the Bills. Josh Allen runs in for a touchdown in the low red zone in the third quarter, early fourth quarter. They call it back, holding. I believe it was Torrance. Josh Allen finds a way. Finds a way.
Yeah.
So it's like
diversity.
Josh Allen's superpower is that he can run the ball, right?
Yep.
He has another one too. He can throw a pigskin 120 miles an hour into a very tight window. And we saw that in back-to-back instances. It just showed me that this team has mental toughness. There's multiple ways to skin a cat for the Buffalo offense, and that was showcased today.
And look, in terms of the division, right? I mean, Buffalo can still win it. Like we're talking about going on the road. Now, they're going to need to take care of business and run the table and sweep. They have Cleveland. They have Philadelphia, which will not be easy. The game's in Buffalo. I expect them to win that game. They finish the season with the glorified scrimmage going up against the Jets. Here's the big one. Baltimore. New England, Baltimore, next Sunday night. I do think New England bounces back and wins the game. I would be surprised after all this if the Patriots go on a losing streak. But all of a sudden, if you're a fan of the Buffalo Bills, you're going to get on your Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry jersey because if you could take care of business and New England stumbles in Baltimore, that changes everything.
Yeah, and these same people that are potentially renting a Baltimore jersey are going to look at the scoreboard, scoreboard watchers from this Bengals game, this previous game, 1 o'clock window, and say, I guess the Ravens are back. So it'll be a lot of fun to watch how this thing goes, but my eyes are going to be on these two teams. They will meet again at some point. And the win in Buffalo for New England, the win for New England in Buffalo, they can play in the Walmart parking lot. It's going to be great football.
You know what I'm saying? Book travel. Like, book travel right now to San Francisco if you're a fan of the Buffalo. Book travel.
Okay.
Book travel. Mahomes is out. You could win in New England. You could win any style of fight. The Bills are going to the Super Bowl. And I'm jumping through this table.